No, I'm
Who's
just,
gonna get your picture?
you're just gonna get your picture, and your
Hey.
name is?
Robert Campbell.
Good morning. This is the regularly scheduled meeting of the Architect Committee of the Board of Architectural and Engineering Examiners. It's taking place in Room 1A of the Davy Crockett Tower at 500 James Robertson Parkway in Nashville, Tennessee. And notice of this committee meeting was posted on the board website on November the 28th, 2016. I'm Rick Thompson, and I'd like to call this meeting to order.
Roll call. Frank Waxter. Brian Tibbs.
Here.
Rick Thompson.
Present.
You have a quorum.
Thank you, John.
That one doesn't work, huh? Did you try pushing the speak button? Yeah, it's not lighting up, is it? Okay.
Frank, that's not always a bad thing.
Not that I needed it. No.
Well, this morning, we wanted to call this meeting really to get to know Brian a little better and sort of answer any questions that he might have. I'm not, Frank, I don't know of any real issues that we have unless you have some for
Yeah.
but
It says here we had some applications and audits, but maybe we don't.
I do. I have some right here.
Yeah, he's got a few.
I'm going to pass them down.
Too bad for Rick.
Yeah, since you and I've had to, pull all the weight since Brian wouldn't come and get all of his paperwork done. No,
Trying to slip by.
Yeah, but you'll be seeing a lot of that, Brian.
I understand.
Well, not a lot. It's online, except for when we come up here, then you get
Okay.
to manually do it.
Gotcha.
So we introduced ourselves to Brian, and we were talking a little bit about some of the NCARB requirements and some of the typically make that they're funded either by the state and or by NCARB. And so it was just a brief conversation. And so really, Brian, just if you got any questions, let's fire away.
None at the moment. My orientation was pretty recent, a couple of days ago, and John and gave me a pretty good, I guess I've got to remember the first rule they taught me was to speak into the mic. So I feel like right now I probably need to just jump in, get my feet wet, and find out where I'll have questions, but there will probably be daily questions or month or regular meeting questions, but so far I just John and the staff give me a pretty good understanding of what I'm going to have to do.
Good.
At least for what I think I have to do.
Well, it's a learning curve.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't welcome you, but welcome to the board, and we look forward to serving on the board with you. There are certain things, as John and the staff explained to you, that we're really not supposed to discuss, and there are other things that, typical questions like you may have that we can talk about.
Sure.
But
Yeah.
the board business is pretty much confined to if you're assigned a review or something, and we're not supposed to talk about.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Frank, he's the one we always try to call because he's never in the office. So
Okay.
so you can answer your own question that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just have them screened.
Who is it? Thompson? I'm not here. But this is a great board to serve on. I think you're gonna be pleased with the quality of the professionals on this board. As we've got public members, interior designers, landscape engineers. Of course, the best board members are the architects. So you should know. Well, it's the architects' meeting, Susan. I can say that.
That's a false statement.
And Rick, didn't you and John go to a member board executive?
Yes, we did. Member board chairs, member board executive
yeah.
summit.
Yeah,
where,
we did.
Where was that one? That one?
Columbus, Ohio.
Oh, okay.
Happening place.
I can report on that if you would like.
Well, John,
It's
would
on the
you-
agenda, so.
Well, would you rather do it now or do it on the agenda?
Well, we can do it now. if you-
Okay, all right, let's do that. We can get it out of the way.
All right, so that was October 27th through the 29th, met in Columbus. We had I think before the actual meeting started, the member board executives gathered, and I'm actually chairing the member board executives committee, so we had a committee meeting in advance of the meeting in Columbus. We do an annual quality assurance audit of council records to make sure that, the records can be relied upon to give us accurate information on candidates for registration. So we audit a small percentage of those each year, and that's a charge given to the committee. So we've been working on revising that process, and we conducted the audit in Columbus this year. And then after that's when the actual official meeting started, and they discussed the role of the council. What is the path for involvement with continuing education? That's been a topic of discussion for some time. What role NCARB should play in continuing education? Concerns about accreditation, and NCARB's involvement with NAB, with the academy. Also partnering with the International Code Council came up as well. Of course, the launch of ARE 5.0 was a big topic. That, of course, launched on November 1st and talked about the transition period. ARE 4.0 is going to continue to be available until June 30th of 2018. At that point, it'll just solely be ARE 5.0. They also talked about the Freedom by Design initiative, and you've seen an email that I've forwarded to you from NCARB about the Freedom by Design project in Tennessee. UT Knoxville was involved with it, and there's been a request for a member of the board to provide mentorship for that project for
Ask you
the
about
coming
that.
year.
Since that's at UT Knoxville, I mean, Rick's probably the closest, but that's not very close.
Oh, I think the new board
Actually-
member should be that person.
Yeah.
Part of the
Oh,
initiation.
if you
But
hadn't
what-
been here
what-
today, you certainly
any
would have been
idea-
that person.
Yeah, any idea what the expectations would be as far as mentorship? I mean,
I
it
haven't gotten
almost
any
sounds like,
information on it, so I don't know.
sounds like somebody would need to be a Knoxville architect almost to be the, unless they have meetings in Nashville on a regular basis
I knew.
or Chattanooga or, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I wouldn't mind doing that, but I would mind driving 350 miles one way to.
They haven't sent out any information on what the roles and responsibilities would be, probably because it's going to vary from institution to institution, the level of involvement.
Right.
So I don't really have an answer for you on that.
John, does this have anything to do with the initiative that Susan has been working on for funding for these special projects, or is this strictly NCARB?
Strictly NCARB.
Okay.
Yeah. We're not obligated to provide someone for that purpose, but
Right.
they've requested it, of course. Also, we got some feedback from the Ethics Task Force on the work that they're doing. And the Resiliency Work Group as well, which is investigating the role of NCARB in promoting awareness and capacity relative to sustainability and resiliency challenges. That's what I had in my notes, so. Anyways. And we had a presentation on dealing with the media, and also an update on the work of the Model Law Task Force. They're working on revising the NCARB Model Law. And just a general blue sky discussion about the future of the council and strategic planning, things of that nature. And that's really, I think that hits all the high points of the meeting. Rick, did you have?
No,
Stuff to add?
it was a good meeting. It was very well conducted, and we didn't have a lot of excess conversations like sometimes when we do, you know, a lot of sidebar things that everybody wants to talk about. So pretty focused. And,
Now, I do know Rick was there because the NCARB sent an email that had some photographs from
Right.
that meeting, and Rick's picture was.
oh,
I saw that too, yeah. You can
I
see
missed
him
that.
in the background, yeah.
oh yeah.
I couldn't
Was
tell
it back
that
of my
your
head or
eyes were
something?
open.
So he was there.
Now, is this the, so it was Columbus this time and it's New Jersey? Is this the same one that happens, the next one's in March, or is this something totally different?
This one's every 2 years.
Okay.
The member board executives and chairs meet every 2 years,
Okay.
right?
Is it always in Old Columbus, or does it
No,
rotate
it
around?
moves around.
Okay.
Yeah. Normally, we just have the regional meeting in March, and then the annual meeting is in June each year. But sometimes there's a few additional meetings, like the Southern Conference has an educators conference every 2 years. And I think the next one will be 2018, because we did one this year, so. And that's in, I think in the spring sometime, I believe, is when they schedule that.
And excuse me, Brian, there are committees that you can sign up for on NCARB. Frank's on a couple of them, and I've been on several. I'm not on one currently. And Jerry, our past member, I think he's still on the ethics committee.
He's still on that, and he told me he's on another committee that's evaluating ARE 5.0. I asked him
And
if he-
those would be separate trips if they have them. And
Yeah.
you don't always have them, but you know, like they might be in Washington or where do you?
I
went
was
to?
I was in one of our meetings in Portland, Oregon, about 3 weeks ago.
Just sign up at the regional meetings, or is it?
Usually once a year, you kind of,
They send out a
it's
survey
after the regional meeting.
asking for volunteers.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And then the president-elect selects individuals to serve on the committees.
So it's typical that we would serve on a committee or something.
You don't have to, but yeah, I think our Tennessee guys like to
Okay.
be involved in the.
Yeah, we do.
NCARB.
And our Region 3 is very strong in CARB. We have I guess it's the largest region, isn't it? And, yeah, so we have a lot of representation. The last 2 presidents have been from our region for NCARB.
Christine Harding is now. She's from Alabama.
Actually, 3. It was Blake, and then, what's his name?
Oh, Dennis Ward
Dennis-
from South Carolina.
Yeah, but before that, it was from Louisiana. Blitch,
Oh, Ron
Blitch.
Blitch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
you're right.
actually, we've had 4.
Yeah, we've had a lot of presidents
4 in a
from
row, so.
Region 3.
Region
yeah.
3 is pretty, but it's rotating. The next one will be from Colorado or somewhere like that, so.
Okay.
It's
Well, I'll look out
interesting.
for it.
Yeah, it's interesting. The first couple of meetings, you're just kind of going, what? Yeah, but you'll get the hang of it pretty quickly. It's
Okay.
no big deal, so. Anything else, Frank? John? Brian, any other questions?
No?
Okay. Yes. Oh, okay, all right. Madam Chair, we.
Kathy Ware.
Oh, hey, how you doing,
Hi, Kathy. How are you?
Rick, there being no other, I move we adjourn.
Thank you, Frank. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? The meeting is adjourned. Got a little sidetracked there.
So y'all are adjourned? Okay, I want to make sure.
Wake up.
Okay, all right. Very good. Yeah, sometimes they might have one to discuss, but.
Oh, yeah. I'm surprised they
What?
didn't bring the official signing pen.
Tell us
They
if
always
we
do.
You're welcome.
You have to take that up with Susan.
All right.
Well, I,
We have a lot of stuff spread out.